Have you ever asked yourself, why do men do that? Women try to understand men, men try to understand women, and I'm here to say that it's not that complicated. In today's video, I'm going to share 5 questions that women have about men's behavior, and I will answer them to the best of my ability so we can stop asking, why do men do that? Number 1, why do men withdraw from women? Whether it's ghosting instead of telling you the truth about losing interest or not bringing up a difficult conversation, this is not a so-called man issue. It's a people issue. Many of us are afraid to tell the truth, especially when we might hurt somebody's feelings. So avoiding the conversation is the answer, right? It doesn't make it right, but it's easier to understand why men withdraw when we know that it's a common response to difficult conversations. Number 2, why do men text instead of calling? Again, it's the easier solution. It's easier to text than to call. It takes less effort, it's less vulnerable, and it's really the way that we communicate today most of the time. I mean, if you talk to most people, when they say I'm talking to them, they really mean I'm texting with them. So this is a you issue. If you prefer talking on the phone and going on a date, talk to him. Ask him to call. Don't wait for him to take the initiative, or you might be waiting a long, long time. Number 3, why do men flirt with the waitress? You're having dinner with a guy and he's being overly friendly with the waitress. What's up with that? Why do men do that? Well, it's up to you to figure out if he's just a friendly guy who likes to chat with everyone, or whether he's a charmer who is cheating or might cheat on you, or maybe he's overly flirty and he's really not going to be loyal to you. Talk to him about how you feel about the flirtation and request that he not flirt with other women in front of you. See how he responds. I had a client who had this issue. She talked to her boyfriend about it. He said, oh, I'm just a friendly person. But she said, you know what? My ex cheated on me. And so if you don't mind not doing this in front of me, I would really appreciate it. Or maybe you don't want him to do it ever. It's up to you to have this discussion, but not be controlling of a man. Number 4, why do men believe you when they ask, what's wrong? And you say, I'm fine. Men tend to be more literal than women. So when they ask how you're doing and you tell them nothing's wrong, they have no reason to suspect that you're not telling the truth. So what do? Tell them the truth from the start, and they will not be sitting there going, oh, she must be fine. And number 5, why do men tell you they'll call after a good first date and then you don't hear from them? So many reasons. Maybe he had a good time on the date, but when he got home, he realized there was no romantic interest and he didn't feel comfortable telling you that. Remember, we talked about discomfort. Maybe he met somebody else and he's dating a lot of people. Maybe he's a liar. Maybe he got abducted by aliens. The truth is, we don't know why men do what they do. We can only guess. And guessing can lead to rumination, which leads to more anxiety and a feeling of powerlessness. So in all of these cases, I recommend that instead of asking, why do men do that? I encourage you to either ask him why he did what he did, because only he knows the answer, or ask yourself, why would I want to date a man who did that? That's the question that you have an answer to, and that answer will help you take back your power and enjoy dating so much more.